folks, I guess it's now become a new normal. I mean, Syracuse did good enough to make the NIT. But I mean, for a while, I thought I wanted to just rip them apart because, hey, they came and the NIT didn't want them. It just seemed as though, hey, it was another year they got passed over. But then, of course, my investigative juices started flowing. And let's just say, hey, NCAA opens the transfer portal for teams that don't make the NCAA tournament the day after they announce the field for the NCAA tournament. And that includes Syracuse or any team that wants to go to the NIT. Of course, Syracuse got left in a precarious position. They only had, because of injury, red shirts, and defections, a la Benny Williams being dismissed from the team, they only had like 8 scholarship players. You know what? That left the Orange in a precarious position, because you don't know who wants to enter the portal. And the thing is, this, I think, may cause some major rule changes by the NCAA, because it wasn't just Syracuse, Pitt, Villanova, and other Oklahoma, and other teams that could have been in the NIT decided not to because of the situation possibly with the players and the portal. The NCAA, I mean, they really screwed this up. I mean, I think if they're good enough to make the postseason, you think that maybe you might just wait to open that portal until after all the postseason tournaments are over. Yeah, I mean, even not just the NIT, even the CBI or the CIT. Of course, you had a Y, you could have a John Cafferty and a Beaver Brown band type hit from 1985, if you remember, if you're old enough. Oh well, but the thing is, the NCAA, they flubbed this rule up. Already, 2 Syracuse players have decided to enter the portal. Justin Taylor and Kadir Copeland already had thrown their names in. And of course, there had to be a little room made for the 2 players that are coming in. You knew there was going to be defections. But the timing of it, hey, it's 3 years now. No postseason basketball for the Syracuse Orange. And I mean, I think the natives are getting a little restless. Even I'm getting a little restless. 3 years, no postseason basketball is unacceptable. I mean, the NCAA's got to change their rules. The Orange have got to do better, because this is total horseshit. I mean, heck, Syracuse has done well enough. I think Adrian Autry and the team deserve to have some postseason basketball. But alas, the NCAA tournament says we got to open the portal. Hell, we got to be ready when Scotty beams people up, or when they open that portal and people get sucked in. Yeah, like a windstorm. I got you. Don't go. Don't go. Close. Oh, well. I mean, heck. Syracuse, no basketball for a 3rd year, no postseason. But for the ladies, hell, Felicia Leggett-Jack did a heck of a job, and they're a 6th seed going into the NCAA tournament. And heck, we'll see how the SU Orange women do. Of course, we don't call them the Orange women anymore. We just call it gender neutral, Orange. Oh, well. Well, I mean, we'll see how Miss Fair and the rest of the Orange women's basketball team do. As hell, we still got them. And of course, we still got men's lacrosse. Heck, they're doing a pretty good job. Pretty good win over the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. And I mean, heck, they're jumping into Division I in all sports in about a year. You know what? Their helmets are a lot like Michigan. But you gotta wonder what's gonna happen if Michigan and Delaware should possibly meet on the gridiron. Who's going to call? Yep, who's going to have the wing helmet? Because, I mean, you're going to be a little confused. Which one is Michigan? Which one is Delaware? Of course, Delaware has a little bit of a lighter shade of blue with their uniforms. Of course, which is better, a Wolverine or a Fighting Blue Hen? I don't know. Wolverines are pretty feisty animals, but Blue Hens, especially when they protect their young, rock, 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 rock. No wonder why they call them mother hens. Oh well. Good luck to SU women's basketball team moving forward. And for a little bit of a thing here, the spring football game is April 17th. Or is it April 20th? I'll get it right. And it's going to be in prime time. Yep. SU spring football practice is just around the corner. We got something to look forward to. I got something to look forward to. Heck, I think admission is free to the spring football game if anybody's interested. We'll see. Well, whatever. I mean, it was a pretty good season for Adrian Autry. I want to say this was a success. Would have been even more of a success had we had some postseason basketball. Are you listening, NCAA? Move the portal till after the postseason, because this is total horse shit. Well, I'm going to go from there to talking about high school basketball. Section 5 didn't really have any success with the state finals this year. A couple of them did make it. Lions, they got to the semifinals before they fell. But you know, I will say, it was a team that's close by and is called the Blue Devils, whose boys and girls team did win. Congratulations to Moravia. I guess they raised them pretty good at the southern end of Owasco Lake. They both won state titles. And of course, when Moravia came up here a few years ago to play the Lady Blue Devils, they showed how formidable that they are. Must be a little bit of that pizza in that pizzeria downtown, or whatever. You go down there, you gotta put your goods right in a safe place. You gotta go to a place where there's a lock, if you know what I mean. Of course, that's where Fillmore Glen State Park is, and where Millard Fillmore spent part of his childhood before he became president. Well, there's a little history for you. Congratulations to Moravia. But I want another group of Blue Devils to do better. Come on, Minders. Let's do better next year. And I mean, heck, Waterloo. You know that this was just a rebuilding year. Mike Bree is going to have the Lady Tigers doing better. And I mean, it just seems as though the Waterloo guys team just muddles kind of along. But oh well. We'll see what happens. Great year for high school basketball. Sorry, Section 5, but congratulations to Moravia. And last but not least, heck, baseball's just around the corner. We're getting ready for the end of spring training and for the start of the regular season. Will one of the Bash brothers be ready? Aaron Judge is ready to lead the Yankees to hopefully the playoffs, and hopefully the Mets can also do pretty good in the National League. It's going to be an interesting year for Major League Baseball, and I will say next week it'll be the season finale of Kenny's Two Pennies. It's been a joy doing it for another year, but I mean next year will be next week actually. That'll be it. So until then, that's all I say for this week. That's my story, and I am sticking to it.